Okay guys, we are back at it again today with another Atari Jaguar video, and today we are looking at the BigPEmu Emulator created by Rich Whitehouse for the Atari Jaguar and Atari Jaguar CD. Now this is a recent release, version 1.05, released by Rich Whitehouse, originally released last week through his Patreon. For anybody who's watching, I would encourage you that if you like what he has done with this emulator, to go to his Patreon and donate some money. Any money that you donate to Rich goes both to paying his bills and also helps with his cancer treatment, of course the latter being the most important thing. We definitely want to keep this man around for as many more years to come. He's a great guy, he's great for the community, it just overall doesn't deserve what he's going through right now. But anyways, I want to go ahead and mention real quick that I am doing two things while making this video. So I am actually using a screen capture on my Atari VCS. I'm using real Atari VCS stock hardware with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Nothing has been updated. I'm using an ADATA Pro external hard drive on top of that as well. So there may be some issues with audio. I don't really know, but you also have to take in consideration that these are all prototypes and demos that were released to the general public. And as a result, they may not necessarily work the way that we want them to. But we're going to see what kind of oddities we can find in here, and we're going to start with with some of the most influential titles that never came to the Jaguar CD, but were released, and we all, as Jaguar fans, wish actually came to the Jaguar CD. So, without further ado, let's hop into this. My name is Kaz Danazan with Crafts Productions, and thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to get more content. Let's go ahead and start with Black Ice, White Noise. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, I recently did an interview with BJ West, the creator of and the project lead of Black Ice White Noise, and he released two revisions on the internet known as Revision 18 and Revision 23. There is supposedly a Revision 24 available, and that is under the possession of Ken Rose, but I don't know if that's been released yet, and I don't know what they have going on behind the scenes, but rest assured, there is something new coming for Black Ice White Noise. Now, if you guys want to watch that interview, there is a link in the description below for you guys to check out. This game here predates both GTA 3, Cyberpunk 2077, and The Matrix. And let me tell you, this game would have been an absolute beast. If anything would have saved the Atari Jaguar, it would have been this. If only they had a few more months to get a final product out. We're going to go ahead and mess around and see what we can find here. I have a person. What's he got to say?
All right, I need access to a mainframe. A major mainframe. A major one. Believe me when I say that the fate of the entire world as we know it is at stake. Unless we act quickly, Megasoft will devour the net. Everything in our society uses the net as its foundation. Everything. Do you realize the full implications of that? I'm talking about the infocalypse. I'm talking about information-based society grinding to a halt. I'm talking about the global economy collapsing instantly, power grids going down, hospital life support systems dying, planes falling from the sky, and the only group immune from any of it is Megasoft. Megasoft will rule the world. And the instrument which will cause this or prevent this is Debbie. Now, if you would be so kind, a mainframe.
Interesting. I have to say, I really like his acting. He really sold the point home there. What else is in this room here? Now, again, this game would have sold copies. This would have saved the Atari Jaguar, if anything at all. And it's a shame that it never got to come out. Again, check out the interview. Link is in the description below. You guys will love it. I promise you. I wonder... Can I kill him? What happens if I kill him? Ah, that's bad. Oh, there he goes. And he's down for the count. Alright. Now, again, this is a revision. This is an alpha version. It was not complete, So there's bound to be all kinds of glitches, and there's no telling what will come of this. So this is one of the first open world games that would have been featured on the Atari Jaguar CD, and it follows three main characters: Misha, Tyro, and Crasher.
All right, I need access to...
Yeah, I don't want to go through that again. That was loud. Alright, so we have to go and we have to find some other stuff to explore. So let's continue to walk around a little bit, see what else we can find in here. And again, we're just kind of messing around, seeing what's going to happen. We'll move on to the next game here in a second. I don't want to keep this video, or this part of the video, too long. So, in a little bit here, we'll switch up. I do plan on doing a full video review about this title. And, yeah. It seems like these roads, they go on forever and ever and ever, and it's just so taxing, but worth every penny. There's so much here to explore, and there's new things still being found every single time somebody does a long, detailed playthrough of this game. Oh, we got another person. What do we got?
You know, for somebody with no job, you seem to keep remarkably busy. Listen, there's very little time and I have a problem. 20 hours ago, an armed strike force attacked the Loris Livermore lab complex and stole a project under development. A very sensitive project. It's a man-portable particle cannon, the first military contract of this magnitude that California's gotten in 40 years. Our people have tracked the gang to an abandoned underground parking structure in the waterfront district. But if we tell the military the device is gone, let alone that we now need military muscle to steal it back, well... You need money and a newer, cleaner background. We need the device back, quietly. I can offer you $30,000 and a complete purge of your police record if you can bring the device back to us intact.
Nice.
Can we rely on you?
Yes, you can rely on me, but I'm gonna press B because I'm questioning it.
Well, I see. Our profile had you pegged as a professional, but you're just another punk, aren't you? I think this conversation has ended.
Has it, though? Has it ended? Because I don't think it's ended. Here, let's try this again. I've never punched a lady in a wheelchair before, but something tells me today's going to be my first. Ah, look. Oh, it's not a wheelchair after all. I'm so sorry. Sleep tight. Okay. Let's see what's around this other side of the building real quick. I'm going to try to go through one more door, see if we find something else, and we're going to move on to the next one. There is a lot of characters to find in this game, and when I tell you that the stories were so immersive, I mean they are so immersive. I should probably do a video about this now that we can get this running on the emulator. There's so much to talk about here. I just punched an old lady in the face. Someone pray for me. Is that a door? That looks like a door. That looks like a door to me. What we got? Oh, did it crash? Oh no, it's just black. Huh. So in other words, the room didn't load, and I don't know how to get out. So I guess that means that's the end of this part. So that's black ice, white noise. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. We're going to look at... I'm going to save American Hero for last. I have something special to talk about that. So let's work backwards. Let's see if we can get Soulstar working. Now sometimes when you come across a file image, you're going to get this notification that says unreleased demo version does not appear to be a supported cartridge or disk image. So really what you're going to want is to try to find a file that, well, basically gives you some type of narrative. Like, for example, when we hover over Black Ice White Noise, you see how it actually gives me a file, a size for the file. So, unfortunately, Soulstar is not going to work, but I'm going to point also into the description below a YouTube video that I found recently from Guru Emulator, who has it running on their VCS console. Now, the Rocky Interactive Horror Show. This is going to be something that I have to do in a separate video, because none of these files work, even when I extract them. There is nothing that I can do with them. Actually, hold on. Let me double check and make sure I'm right on that. So you guys are going to see me going through my my stuff here. I apologize if you see anything inappropriate. Let's see. We're going to go to this drive. Nope. Not that drive. This drive. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Jaguar CD. Prototype. Rocky Horror Interactive. Yep. So there's no file that I can appropriately run for this. So I'll look into this more. If you guys want to save time and go ahead and purchase a copy, Telegames does sell a 3-pack featuring this as well. It's a point-and-click adventure based off of the live-action Rocky Horror Picture musical. Alright, so I want to take a quick second here. I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, and you'll probably see it through the rest of the video. I didn't have my Vidgrid and my Fallen Angels images on here. So, we're going to go ahead and start with Vidgrid here. I am unfortunately going to have to censor the music that is in this game, but this is just to prove that generally everything works. So, I love this intro. This is one of the best intros in a Jaguar CD image. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and test out Vidgrid, and we're going to take a look at, performance, how does the video play, and so on and so forth. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, because I've removed the audio from the music, that the music is just fine. There's no skipping, there's no problems that I've experienced throughout. This is a video that I've done after the recording of the main video that we'll get into here. So yeah, this is Vidgrid. And yeah, just enjoy. I've also replaced the song with a song that won't get hit with copyright claim, which is part of the reason why I didn't do Vidgrid in the last video. But if anyone is curious about this song, this is by a band called Secrets We Keep, and it's called Cellmates in Hell. So let's begin. Just testing out the volume here real quick. And here we go. A little bit of Aerosmith.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test.
And again, if anybody is interested, the name of that song is called Cellmates in Hell by Secrets We Keep. It's also the theme song for my series Agent Dax, which is currently in post-production, if anyone's interested.
We stand out on the edge of embers. We sing for the ones you left behind. Man, I can play this game forever, but I don't wanna waste any more time.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with Vidgrid, Vidgrid was basically offered with the demo CD for Myst and Blue Lightning as pack-ins for the Atari Jaguar CD to kind of showcase the capabilities of what the Jaguar CD could do. I am a firm believer that if the Jaguar CD had just one more year of life, we would have gotten some absolutely amazing games and some dedicated movies that would have been exclusive to the Atari Jaguar. But unfortunately, that is not the way that history had things planned for the Jaguar CD, and I'm grateful for the games that we did get. Now, really, all I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of messing around with the tiles. I'm not really trying to play the game. I'm just moving stuff around. But otherwise, it seems to be handling just fine. It's damn near perfect emulation, if anything. So I'm going to give this a couple more seconds, and we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be Fallen Angels. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this off. I'm going to go ahead back into the prototypes, which will be the remainder of this this video. We're going to take a look at Fallen Angels. Here we go. Shout out to Reboot, by the way. Now, this one takes a little bit longer to load. So, Fallen Angels is, well, it's basically a space shooter. Your main objective here is that you have all these civilians who have crashed on this planet, and your goal is to go and pick them up, protect them, also while shooting at alien enemies. And there is roughly about, I think it's 99 levels that you can play through. I know a few people in the Jaguar community who absolutely love this. And if you also want to purchase this along with several other games that were created by Dr. Typo, there is a Dr. Typo collection on AtariAge.com. I own it. I was going to do a video review on it, but it didn't plan out the way I wanted it to, due to budget reasons. However, I'll probably still end up doing a review just in a different light than what I had originally planned. And it has 5 games on it that are well worth testing out. Anyways, let's go ahead and mess around here, get this game going. Now, it's a little weird to play this on a modern controller. Again, we are doing this on real Atari VCS hardware, but it's really hard to kind of get the button keys laid out, and I've yet to figure out how to land this ship. The goal is that you're supposed to land on the ground, and then these people, they run out of these ships here, and they run into your ship. You know, you're supposed to save them. But I really can't figure it out. I can accelerate, I can back away, so on and so forth. And I could mess around with the settings and give this a better look. But we got to get moving on to the next one. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to mess around just a little bit here to kind of give you guys some more input on the video. And then we're going to move on to the next one. Let's see if I can actually get this thing to land. Oh, slow down, slow down. Okay, going to the ground. No, I am still moving. I do the triggers. No. I'm gonna have to map my controller. I'm definitely gonna have to map my controller here for this. Screw it. Pilot killed. Gonna go ahead and just crash my ship. Red screen of death. There we go. Game over. My score is 0. That's bad. Alright. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. So let's go ahead and test out Robinson's Requiem. By the way, personal opinion, great game. Love it. I'm so glad it was ported to the Atari Jaguar CD. I've gotten so far with it. Worth every minute. Licensed to Atari. What do we have here? It's 3 shiny stones. Samaros? Don't know how to pronounce that, but I love this. You are this soldier who crash lands on a planet, and you're forced to survive any way that you can. You can get poisoned and attacked by tigers, and encounter other people that just want to kill you. It's so interesting. And again, I have to stress that I love the archaic 3D graphics. We've come so far, but yet this is just such a beautiful staple of 3D development history. I love it. I love the way that this looks. Reminds me of the TV show Reboot or Roughnecks, based off of the Starship Trooper franchise. I mean, cinematics are running just fine. This is beautiful. And now this is a full game, by the way. I don't remember how long this is, but I think we're going to have to skip forward a little bit in just a moment. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get right into the gameplay here. Robinson's Requiem. Alright, this says that it's loading a disk image. So here we go. Alright, take a look at that. I don't really like how it's kind of cutting off the border here, because you can kind of see my mouse in the bottom right corner. These are two arrows that point up and down, and it probably has something to do with my resolution. But right now we're just going to kind of deal with it. I'm going to have to double check on that, but I think if memory serves, you can use the keypad as well to navigate. So we have some glitching. That is a person. I've never had this happen before. I must be in something, or something is happening.
Greetings, Trepliev. Welcome to my holiday camp. It's not exactly the Carnival of World Exploration. You'll soon get to understand the house rules here. It's every man for himself. And you're on my territory! So get lost. Kiss off. And don't let me catch you again in this sector. My fist is just a touch volatile. So get lost.
Now, you can find a knife in this game, and you can shank him if you want to, because this man will kill you in a heartbeat if you continue to harass him. There he goes. Was there a way to fist you? I don't remember. Yep, that's what it was. There it is, and then you can get a knife from this lovely gentleman who has so graciously died for your cause. Look at that. Beautiful! Now I can go shank people. Alright, so we gotta move on to the next one, I'm afraid. So that seems to be running just fine, minus a few exceptions. Gonna turn that off. Gonna load our next bit of software. Now, this is Clax. This is not a prototype. This was not a released CD game. This is an unlicensed port of the ST version on the Atari Jaguar CD. This entire segment right here, until we get to the actual gameplay, has no audio, so just bear with me. Now, there isn't really a whole lot to say here for Clax. I mean, it's Clax, but this was ported to the Atari Jaguar along with several other Atari ST titles. If there's support for that on here, I'll try to get into testing out some of those that are available via Skunk Board. I personally do not own a Skunk Board, so I don't know if that's really going to translate well through the emulator. But it's in the back of my mind. I am thinking about it. And the goal of this, of course, is just to get up to 3 tiles. You can look at the top and it'll tell you, how many clacks I have left, which is literally just how many, batches of 3 that I have available. You see how that one just passed away. You're not really penalized for it, but you have to get 3 in a row. And it will get significantly faster the longer you play. And that'll cause you to trip up and put tiles in the wrong place and all kinds of other stuff. As you can see, I've already cleared the board, so now it's going to tally up my score. And that's really all it is. That's all Clax is. So let's move on to the next one. Now this right here, this is a nice little oddity. I really wish that this game was completed, but it was not. This is made by Lars Hannig. Hopefully I pronounced his name right. Now, for those of you guys who know me, I'm a huge fan of point-and-click adventure games like Myst and Ellensar by Orion. And I really wish that this game, Eerieville, was completed. This is just kind of one of those horror-themed point-and-click adventures. You gotta find your items, navigate where you can. I really appreciate this, and I think the artwork is great, and I love the control scheme. So right now we're just kind of looking around, seeing what all is available. I don't know how much I'm allowed to explore in here, and I'll probably end up doing more of this a little bit later. This is actually the first time that I've actually been able to play the game, and it's thanks to the BigPEmu. Let's see here. Can I click the building? No. Okay. So let's go over here. I know that there is a crowbar somewhere over here. Just got to figure out where to click to get over here. There we go. There we go. And there's that crowbar. So, how do I get it? Right. Okay, so I have to click take. And then it'll give me the crowbar. Neat. Alright, let's see what else we can find in here real quick. No, still can't click on anything in the mansion. What, can I click this? What is this? Oh, like it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, so what about this? Can I take that? Is it a pipe, a sword? What is that? Can I take the statue? Can I talk to the statue? Well, I guess that's it for right now. I'll do a little bit more digging, seeing what else I can find in here if there's anything left to explore. But yeah, this has been Eerieville. Oh, I love that artwork. It's so nice. Alright, I'm sorry guys, I'm getting caught up. Let's go ahead and turn this off. And load some software here. What do we got next? Ah, yes, Demolition Man. Now, this is interesting. So, Demolition Man was actually released on the Philips 3DO, or the Panasonic 3DO. Excuse me. And if you actually want to play through this game, you can. But this is the demo CD for the Atari Jaguar. And when you load it up, you're also going to see the controller for the 3DO, so this automatically tells you that it's a direct port. But, you know, there's some charm to this that I can appreciate. I love FMV games. I love primitive Virgin Interactive. If you're familiar with the 3DO, you understand what that means. Anyways, but there's something about FMVs and primitive 3D graphics that really does it for me. For some reason, I love it so much. It doesn't necessarily seem archaic, but it feels nostalgic for some reason. It's interesting to see where we started and where we... Go ahead and give us a proper watch. Oh my god, this looks so bad. Oh, it looks so bad. But I love it. You know what? I wonder if they ever like go back, if Sylvester Stallone or Wesley Snipes ever looks back at these things and are either embarrassed by it or just absolutely enamored by it. All right, so this is the intro here. If you give it a second, we'll cycle through. As you can see at the very bottom left, there's the 3DO controller. This is how the layout would have looked, and you would have been able to choose between whatever was available. Obviously, the controller format is going to be nice and complementary with the Atari Jaguar CD, and I'm pretty sure you could have used the number buttons to kind of cycle through, pause, play, music, etc. Now, these animations that are going to be playing, in between each animation, there would have been like a fight sequence or an adventure sequence that you could have followed. I'm sorry, it's so bad. Like the 3D rendering on the boxes, you can tell that it's like all green screen and it's just not there. But I love this so much, man. It's awesome. Alright. Look at that running animation. Oh my god. This is great. I wonder if they like felt like a big kid doing half of this stuff. I mean, you know it's all on green screen. It looks so bad. And back then, this was all we got. They had people running in these tiny little 3x3 squares and just having to animate them moving through the screen. Like, we've come so far. Now again, I guess this is where you would have had a shootout with somebody, and that's where the gameplay footage would have been, and then the transition into the animation. This is nice though. I like it. Well, I don't want to take up too much more time on this one, so I think we're going to actually have to move on to the next one, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and... give me just a second, I need to check something. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at... What do we have next? Caves of Fear. Yes, let's do Caves of Fear. We'll get into American Hero here in just a minute. Now, Caves of Fear is one of those games that taps into the SynPlay software that was created for the Atari Jaguar CD, and it's one of those really weird horror concepts about, like, brain-eating viruses and whatnot, and the acting in it is just so bad, but I would have loved to have seen this to come out on the Atari Jaguar CD. I always thought it was weird that this guy just comes on the screen looking all wet and dirty and nasty looking, and it's like... I realize, like, they're trying to make you feel something, especially when he takes this number and he just kind of rotates it, but... I don't know, it's just so... Everything is just so wet. I mean, look at the walls when he walks into the room. Watch this. Why are the walls wet? I never understood that.
You're late. All the pertinent information is on that disc that's on the bureau.
This was supposed to be one of those choose-your-own-adventure kind of situations.
I've been infected. You believe in the end of the world, Jack?
Yes, I do.
I'm contagious.
Take it easy now, Becker.
You've got to get inside that mountain. Get inside and end it now, before the virus gets out. Before it's too late.
I'm getting you out of here.
I'm taking myself off this one, Jack.
Becker, don't...
That looks so bad. Ugh. I love it. I love it so much. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the reason why our gas prices are going up. Just wasting all that gas.
Where are you going, Armstrong?
What a pretty face.
You got a pretty mouth on you, boy. That's what that sounds like. I have no idea if that was appropriate, but the acting in here is just so terrible. And then you just wake up in the middle of nowhere. Where the hell am I? I could be wrong, sir, but it appears that you're lying in a bed. On the bright side, at least they gave him a sink and a toilet. Like, you gotta be grateful for the small things in life. I think that's really the message here.
Are we awake yet?
I want to talk with whoever's in charge.
Oh, well, you've had a tough night. You need to stay in bed and rest. I can make you feel better.
Run. Grab.
Like I said, this is one of those choose your own story situations here. So I'm just this entire time I've just been sitting here watching it play out.
Take it easy, fellas.
But this appears to be the end of the road for us, so here we go. Experiencing some audio glitching here. I don't know if you can actually play through this. I haven't tried. Like I said, I've just been sitting here watching it like it's a movie. So I'm gonna probably check into this a little bit later. Yep, there we go. Evaluation. You acted very passively and have been substantially hurt. Please try again. Your score is 80. That is a really bad score. Alright, so, well, with that note, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. So we'll turn that off, load some software, and, oh, that's right, I almost forgot. We need to do Varunas Forest. Now, I've not actually played through Varunas Forest, so this will be the first time for me. So we're going to go ahead and start with CD1 and see what happens. Now, again, these are prototypes, and it doesn't appear that CD1 is going to load, or maybe it just takes a minute. Nope, I guess we're going to check out CD2 and see if that one works. Like I said, these are prototypes, so not everything is going to work because not all of these have full support. But let's see if CD2 is going to function the way that we need it to. There it is. Something's happening. Now, this was actually featured in CES and E3 when they were showcasing some stuff for the Atari Jaguar. This is one of the mini games that were lost to time, kind of like American Hero, Black Ice, White Noise, They Roam Fighters. So many great games lost to time for the Atari Jaguar CD.
Confirmed. We're between them and the planet. They don't know we're here yet. Attention Maverick drop-in team. This is the commander. We have positive
Having some audio issues here.
Attention, Maverick Assault Commander. You and your squad of 4 troopers are to conduct a reconnaissance mission, which also encompasses a search and destroy operation. A raiding party of Olo warriors has ambushed our territorial perimeter outpost on Telenoid 4. Your sole objective is to discover the extent of enemy operations and destroy all troops and equipment as you locate them. The Olo troops are under a kamikaze directive and will seek out and destroy all human life until we terminate them. In addition, our orbit around the Telenoids is extremely unstable. Pay close attention to the time. The mission must be completed within the announced time limit.
Alright, so we got a bunch of people we can pick from. No way! That's Michael Clark Duncan. Dude. Oh my god. Dude, I missed the hell out of this guy. Rest in peace. Is that him?
Advanced training in life eradication has left the subject with severe side effects.
Crazy side effects, like I just want to kill everybody in this damn room.
The subject displayed continual outbursts of authority defiance.
I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You send me down there all by myself, no backup, no comm link, nothing. All you do is point me in the direction of the enemy and get the hell out of my way.
The subject displays violent behavior, possibly due to rejection of his neural rehab chips.
Hell yeah, Bob. Sometimes I just want to go inside my skull and claw those chips out. And then I just want to pour it on like there's no tomorrow. Kill everything in sight. Then I just want to stand there and close my eyes and just snooze.
Dude. It broke my heart when he passed away from that heart attack, man. Ah, it's nice to see him in something again. Next page. Who else do we have? Henley looks familiar.
Attention.
In this session, the subject was prompted to verbalize his assets.
Okay, stamina and marksmanship, those are
You look
important.
familiar.
And I rate high up there on the charts for both of them. Qualities that the other members have.
Combat engagement apprehension was also displayed.
Actually, it's not that I don't want to go on a combat mission. I mean, if I thought I could do the best job, no quadruped could hold me back.
I need to see if there's like an IMDb listing or something here for this game.
When questioned about the willingness to fight, the subject responded,
Yeah, I'm willing to fight. Nobody's ever said I've held back on anything. I'm not a coward, you know.
Sounds like something a coward would say. Alright, let's see. We have Kunkel, Burnett, Ozuna. Let's do Kunkel.
Subject discussed feelings regarding authority figures.
I'll tell you, I've been up against these monkey humpers before, and I'll tell you, I hate them. In fact, I'd rather kill these ugly suckers than eat a bunch of salty peanuts. But next time, I'm doing it my way. I'm sick and tired of taking orders from this anthropanesiologist who wouldn't know a firefight from a French warhouse. I don't mind putting my ass in line, but when I do, I want to be the one.
Dude, put some emotion in your eyebrows. His acting is so bad. Alright, let's give Palmer a try.
Subject was asked if her feelings about regeneration affected her fighting ability.
Absolutely not. I simply attempt to contribute to the best of my ability. And I happen to be damn good at strategic planning. I'm the best. You don't need to be the best shot if you're able to get the drop on the enemy, do you? I'm the fastest and I use my brain. I'm a ghost. Some of those slime balls don't even know I'm there before they feel the pain of my weapon. I can analyze the situation and put myself in the best tactical position to achieve the highest body count.
Alright, let's try Michaela.
Subject Michaela was asked why she had volunteered for assignment to a combat-intensive unit.
I object to the inherent gender bias in that question, and as a matter of fact, when it comes to using your brains, I've got a monopoly on that asset. At least in this unit. Get me near their source of information, get me near their power, and I can change the galaxy.
Okay, convincing. I'll give her that.
Subject was asked to discuss his feelings regarding non-human races.
They ain't human. I believe it's a rightful mission of mankind to rid the entire system free of evil. The human race cannot share the universe with their kind. They're unclean and bear the mark of the beast. I come from a long line of fighters. There's always been a Carson on the frontier. And there ain't no sin in slaughtering the spawn of evil. That's how my folks raised me. That's how I believe. You want to know the truth? The human race has plenty of problems right inside its own backyard. We need to stop letting our values and our cultures get pushed aside by alien tribes and breeds.
Dude, zoom out. What do you stop? Alright, let's just go ahead and begin the mission. We'll maybe check back later on the last two on Ozuna and Burnett.
That's hot, really. Confirm. We're away.
Getting readings on my rangefinder.
Cargo bay airlock extended. Shield failure. Good starboard bow.
Door's locked. Throw it open.
When authorized.
Yep. I think we're crashing. And yep. BigPEmu not responding. We are definitely crashing. Alright. Well, I guess we need to load back into that, so give me just a second, guys. Alright. So we're loading BigPEmu again. And alright, guys. So the last one on our list here is American Hero. Now, there's several different renditions of this file on the internet. There's two main CDs here, and I have to mention that this is the first adult-themed Atari Jaguar CD game. With that in mind, there's a lot of stuff in here that I can't actually show on YouTube. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do a part 3 for American Hero, and we are going to watch it all together, and I'm going to give my reactions while we do that. So hopefully you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give me a like and a subscribe, because it'll mean a lot to me. And stay tuned for that next one. Now, these are all games that you can find online. I can't necessarily say where, but if you are interested in emulating the Atari Jaguar CD, BigPEmu is the emulator to go for. Currently, it's only offered on Windows 10, but hopefully we'll see a Linux version and a Mac version in the near future. Shout out to Rich Whitehouse. Thank you so much, and thank you guys for watching.